In 2022, I played a lot of games, and a majority of those games I actually completed, but not all of them. Sorry guys, hopefully I'll finish you this year. But back to the games that I did complete. They were all hard hitters, even the games that were on the lower end of the list. I know, the Mario RPG games are really good, and this game isn't that bad. But because it's Mario's first RPG game, it definitely feels like the first Mario RPG game. But I'm still interested in playing others. Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, a game that I will be talking more about in an upcoming review, stay tuned. It's a game that I actually played and completed twice this year, so I did enjoy it, but there's no way I could put it above any of the other entries on this list. Gasp! A mainline Final Fantasy game being this low on the list? Blasphemy! Anyways, Final Fantasy V surprised me on how in-depth the job class system was, but what also surprised me is how easy it was to get lost in this game. I played the GBA version and not the Pixel Remastered. I'm sure a map would solve a lot of those issues, but what overall bumped it so low on the list is the weird tone of some parts in the game. Like something tragic could happen and 2 minutes later, someone's cracking a joke. Like, I love my wacky and silly games, but...
Oh my god. Time and place.
Speaking of silly and wacky games, Little Nightmares. Okay, I am not a person that plays platform games. I like watching people play them, but I'm not that good at them. But I was able to complete this game. I know it's not that long of a game, but come on, let me have this one, okay? And something I would also like to have more of is Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 2. I like the game so much that I also played and finished the sequel. I might also do a review on this game, but what I will say is that I remember someone telling me a couple years back that this game was leagues above the first, and it did fix a lot of things, but not everything. And since we're talking about sequels, Star Ocean Second Evolution, a very good game. I mean, it's a experience. The most interesting thing is having the choice to recruit party members. But if you don't have a character guide glued to your eyes, you'll probably miss some cool characters. Also, Claude kind of rubbed me the wrong way with how weirdly clingy he was towards Rena very early in the game before she even showed any likeness towards him. But maybe I missed a private action. This game is so cool. Every time I load it up, I feel like I'm playing through the coolest anime. But what wasn't the coolest was the combat. I mean, I got through it, but it was a bit stiff. But all of that was fixed in the sequel, so I just have to play that and it'll be all better. I won't remember it. Now I understand why so many people love this game so much. Interesting concept to the story, memorable characters, and a lot of party members compared to other job class system games with this style. It always makes me sad when I give a party member a certain role, but then have to change that role for a part of the game. So I like that in this game you could just swap out a party member that is better suited to what's going on right now. I was so surprised at how much I enjoyed this game's characters. There were multiple times where I actually laughed out loud, but what I didn't enjoy was most of Celica's party. Maybe I just got bad luck, but compared to Alm's, majority of them were underwhelming. Oh my god, I cannot wait to play this game on stream. When I do, I'm going to play with a guide because I know I missed a lot in this game. But what I won't miss is how pervy Zidane is. I mean, he does get better, so like, I guess character development, but... But what I did like is how this game splits the party. A lot of games have large parties where you don't really split apart, so a lot of the group is just not being used because there are probably other party members that either play better or is more interesting or something like that. But I feel like when the party splits, you get to focus on a certain person or a certain group of people, and everyone is not fighting for like the spot of the most interesting. Everyone has their own section and you can cater to these people. And I really enjoyed that, and I wish that more games would do that. This game doesn't have a large group of playable party members, but I feel like a lot of other games that have way more larger casts could definitely look at this game and take notes. Trials of Mana, not Trails of Mana like I've been saying. A game that knows exactly what it is. It doesn't have a serious story whatsoever, but it doesn't matter because that's not what it's trying to give. Just play and have fun. I will spoil nothing of this game, just go play it. I promise you'll have a 10 out of 10 experience. This is the only game that I've played where there's nothing that needs to be changed. But it is a shame that this game never got brought to the West. Maybe when it released, it didn't seem like a good idea, but I'm sure now fans and non-fans would just eat it up. Grandia 2 is a game from 2000 and is better than games that came out last year. Well-developed characters, addicting combat, and it doesn't even take a long time to beat. I guess people could dislike the graphics, I don't care. But wow, developers of this game really wanted us to have a great gaming experience. This game is so good that I finished it twice, and I'm currently working on my third playthrough while playing through the sequel. It was a game that I bought early 2022 alongside its sequel, SMT4 and Apocalypse. Atlas was having a sale on the 3DS, and wow, this is easily one of my favorite Shin Megami Tensei games, period.